What's going on, everyone? Gilman with the Wellthy Stocks, back with our daily Apple update video, ticker symbol AAPL, where we take a look at how Apple stock traded today, key levels of support and resistance that we are looking at moving into the future, and based on that, what we think Apple stock could do. So real quick, if you enjoy videos like this, don't forget to hit that like button down below, subscribe to my channel if you are new, and comment down below what your thoughts on Apple are, and I'd love to chat with you guys down there. Let me go ahead and hit record, and we'll get right into the video. So small green day for Apple, actually not too bad there. We're up about $1.64 on the day, which is about 1.28%. The NASDAQ, which was up 0.37, Dow Jones being Dow Jones hitting another all-time high, and then the S&P having itself a decent green day as well. Growth, on the other hand, some growth stocks were hit really hard today, but the overall market seems to be doing all right. If you guys remember from yesterday's video, we talked about Apple my guess was Apple would kind of push up between the 128, 130, which is where we are right now. So that's definitely good news. Let's take a look at this article right here that talks about Dow closing at record high after an upbeat jobless claims report. So that was great. And if you guys have any vaccine maker shares like Moderna, you saw that fall because the Biden administration has plans to waive patents on COVID-19 shots in an attempt to get it out there in the world. So we had state unemployment benefits totaled a seasonally adjusted 498,000 the week ended May 1st, with 590,000 the prior week. So that's great. We're going to get the non-farm payrolls report on Friday, and hopefully see some more strength there. But investors are doing really well by the low interest rate and stimulus that the government is putting into the economy. We're seeing earnings forecasts go up, economic projections go up. So a lot of things are looking really good. And like I said, right, Moderna, Pfizer, and Novavax, all pretty big in the vaccine industry, saw their shares fall just a little bit. So what we are seeing, you guys, is just a little bit of a push in terms of the overall market, led by some of these jobless reports, but growth stocks have really taken a hit. Let's take a look at IWM. So it's flat on the day, but if you take a look at pretty much any stock, like popular ones like Airbnb, you'll see it's down 5% on the day. You take a look at Palantir, down 5% on the day. You take a look at NEO, down 2.73% on the day. So most popular stocks that people really like are not doing too well, including stocks that were amazing in terms of, like, take a look at Roku here, 400 something, high 400s. It's now in the high 200s, $200 off from all-time high. Fastly, which was $122 stock just like 2 months ago or 3 months ago, is now a $42 stock. So that's the thing, you guys. A lot of stocks that were kind of doing really well in the coronavirus or pandemic are not doing super hot. Peloton, for example, also with the recent recall, it's at 50% off from its all-time highs in the 170s, right? So a lot of stocks are not doing too hot. I could keep going, but point being, the market's at all-time highs, but a lot of growth stocks have really struggled. So let's take a look at Apple specifically, and we'll take a look at what we see. So today was actually not a terrible day. If you guys remember yesterday, we sold off. We were below the 128, and I had said, hey, I would like to see us end the week between the 128 and and today on between 120 and 130, which is exactly what we got. So I'm pretty happy with the way it traded today. So push up, reject, push up, reject, and then kind of broke above it, came back down, bounced off VWAP, and then pushed strong. So I really like that it was a clear trend up throughout the course of the day, validating the levels of support a couple times, and that we separated ourselves from the VWAP and pushed up 1.28, so relatively strong compared to the market as well. On the daily chart, what do we see? So this is a bull pennant that we had here, and then we broke out from that bull pennant, went all the way up, caught that breakout from the low 120s to the mid 130s. As you can see here, we really struggled at that 135 level for a long time, and then earnings took us as high as 139 in the after hours, and then the next day we opened at 137 and really nasty sell off all the way down to 132s. And then we 2 days ago broke below the 120 or 130 level and then bounced off 126.65. So this green day is a little bit nice, but it's not even kind of close to the recovery based on the fall that we'd recently seen. But let's take a look at future levels of support, future levels of resistance. So first level of resistance we have coming up is the 130 level. I think that's going to be big. If we can get up there and break above it, hopefully that's going to be a support level for us. It clearly wasn't 2 days ago because we saw a pretty nasty sell-off. But once we get above it, hopefully that could be our next support level. So 130 is the first, 130.24, and then 131.45. That would kind of be what I would look for Apple to do soon. On the other side, 120.54 is our first support. Our first support, and then 126.65 is our second support, as we validated 2 days ago. Today we actually bounced a little bit off the 89 EMA as well, so that was great to see. So hopefully we get above these EMAs soon and can use those as support levels as well. My goal for tomorrow, I think we end the week kind of flat from here, maybe a little Friday fade between 128 and 130 level here, unless we see some major movement either way due to some news that I can't predict. I don't see it really going up. If we break 130s though, that would set us up really nicely for next week, but realistically, I'm seeing kind of a flat tomorrow, maybe a little red tomorrow. That's where I'm guessing. But as always, I'm continuing to hold my Apple shares. I bought back my covered call earlier this week, the $131 call 2 days ago when we fell all the way to 127. Took that as an opportunity, paid 40 cents to buy it back. So that was definitely great. That's the thing about covered calls, you guys, is you can make the money when the stock is either sideways or going down. So if you hold Apple shares, it's a great way to kind of make some money there. I want to take a quick look at this article here that talks about Apple, and it was, Zach claimed it was the bull of the day. It talks a lot about Apple. It talks about, when people buy Apple, they're not buying one thing, they're buying into the ecosystem. They're going to come back to buy more. It's a $2 trillion company. And then it talks about some price to earnings ratio. If you guys are interested in that, you can take a look at that as well. But what I want to talk about is the fact that, let's see here. So what we're seeing is we had at one point the forward price earnings ratio was at 1.30. It's now at 25, which is a bit better than the S&P as a whole. And I mean, if we take a look at Apple as a company, the fact that Apple beats estimates is definitely great to see. And if you're looking to buying a company that beats the S&P yet has a forward price earnings ratio of less than the S&P, are two kind of technical indicators that make it a decent buy. Now, I would not personally buy Apple a lot right now, just because, I do think it's going to be higher a year from now than where we are today. But the way Apple's traded, I would definitely recommend dollar cost averaging in. In the past, I think 4, 5, 6 months, it has a history of going up a little, coming down a little, going up a little, coming down a little. So if you guys are looking to invest in Apple, do it, but dollar cost average in. Buy it over the long term. Don't feel like you need to buy it today because it's going to run tomorrow. Could it run tomorrow? Absolutely, but it could just as easily fall $5 like it did earlier this week. So that's what we talk about, guys. They say it's a legitimate bargain. I don't know if I agree with the word bargain. They did give it a strong buy. I don't know if I agree with the bargain, but I do think Apple is a pretty stable company. And one thing we have to take a look at, guys, is the S&P 500 historically gives 10 to 12% returns a year, 8 to 12 actually. So last year was an anomaly in that we saw Apple give 90% returns. Apple won't probably ever again give 90% returns, even though I am very, very bullish on Apple. That's just not something we can expect, because then the company would be adding almost $1 trillion in market cap every year, and I don't think that that's definitely feasible. So great company, love Apple. The way the stock's been trading, not so much, but dollar cost averaging is definitely the way to go if you are looking to invest. That's all I have for you guys today. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to drop that like, subscribe to my channel down below, comment anything you want about Apple stock, and I'd love to chat with you guys down there. Let's remember to be a bit better every single day, and until next time.